loves, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a super cute Valentine's Day backdrop tutorial. It is absolutely fabulous. It makes you want to eat it because they are Valentine's Day chocolate and they are in the shades of brown, nothing red or pink, nothing very typical, and I'm very excited to share with you. All right, let's get to the video. To make our chocolate, we are going to use heart and round shaped mylar balloons. They usually come with a straw that you are going to place inside the ball. Then we're going to blow them with an electric pump or a hand pump if you're not a professional. That was not popped on purpose, by the way. You are going to blow until the balloon feels solid, and then you're going to tape down the tail with tape. I'm using 8 balloons in total on my backdrop, and my backdrop is 7 by 4. If you don't have one, no worries, because this can easily go on your wall. To make the chocolate liners, I am going to use brown craft paper, and I'm cutting it in 6-inch strips. I am going to need 16 of them because I need 2 per balloon, which means that I'm going to use 1 strip per each half of balloon. I love this craft paper. It was actually left over from a volcano I built for one of our regular clients, and it was definitely a great investment. You probably won't need a roll this big unless you're a crafter or if you like hosting. There are so many ways you can use this paper, like gift wrapping or under food as a charcuterie board. Like I said, a great investment. As you can see, I accordion folded my paper to make cutting easier for me. This way I don't have to measure or trace every strip before cutting. I also accordion folded my strips, which is going to give the balloons the illusion that they're sitting in chocolate liners. They are folded in 1-inch strips. Make sure to cut any excess paper. Before you can wrap your heart or your circle with these strips, you're going to need to tape them together to make them a whole. Make sure to tape them as flat as possible so the extension is not visible on the backdrop. I'm using a low temperature hot glue gun to secure the strips to the balloons, and I'm placing the glue around the seam, which is a little thicker. I just want to prevent from popping, and the seams feels like a very safe spot. If you want to learn how to make this panel, I am going to link right above. It is a bit different, but the process is pretty much the same. It's very basic, honestly, but the one thing that you need to do is get very good quality wood. To secure the balloons to the panel, I'm using glue dots. I have tons of these in a Ziploc bag, and they actually come from kits that I buy for like arches and stuff like that. Yeah, and they stick. I mean, are they gonna stay overnight? No. Another way for them to stick a bit better is if you use glue dots on the board first, then craft paper, then glue dots again, and then the balloon. That will stick a bit better. Glue dots can be a little tricky, so if they don't stick, try that. That should help. Balloon mylar garlands are pretty much the same as regular garlands. You are going to need 260 balloons to wrap the tail. You're gonna make a little knot on there, and then you're gonna tie that together with another balloon and make it a dupe. Then from the dupes you are going to make a quad, and that's it. Very easy. Now to make the garland, I am going to use fishing line, and yep, I had to record this process twice because it was not in focus, so we had to take it apart and put it back together. But that's okay, guys, because I love you guys and I had to do it for you. I had to. All you have to do is tie the fishing line to the first quad, and then place the next quad over it, and then just wrap the fishing line around that quad, and so on. It is an easy process, but it can get tangled a bit. I did have a bit of a strategy for the placement of the balloons. I separated quads in 3 piles, one with the rusty ones, one with the pinkish ones, and the other one had shades of only brown. And I try to distribute it kind of evenly. I have more of the others than the rusty ones, so that's why you see a bit of a gap there. But other than that, this garland was very easy. So here is the new garland. I do like it better than the other one. This one is a little tighter and it works. It's beautiful. Now I'm gonna go ahead and move to the next step, which is adding the swirls. I'm gonna use vinyl for that. So I printed some vinyl in white and in a tan color. I didn't have dark chocolate, so this is what I have and this is what I'm going to use. And they're just straight lines. And I'm gonna cut some and I'm gonna play with it and make it look really cute. Let's do it. FYI, this looked very simple, but it's not. It's not difficult, but the best way to do this, the less time consuming way to do this, is to do it with a second person guiding you on placement, telling you where to do it. Because at first I was just stepping back and kind of like spending way too much time on one. So my light bulb came up and I finally asked for help on the last 2. So I decided on 4 designs and I did 2 for each. And I also changed the direction of a couple of them to make it a little different. Why is it hard to do a straight line? It is almost 1 p.m. and I still haven't had breakfast yet. So you're gonna hear my husband. Ay, when he says my name in Spanish, you know I gotta listen. Ya voy.
I look rough. I look like I've been through some stuff. Oh my god.
Alright, so we're taking our Waffle House break that my husband is making me take. Alright, let's see. And I got a waffle too. Where's my coffee, babe? That's a big coffee, baby.
There's my venti. There you go.
Yeah, from Starbucks, baby. From Starbucks. Okay, I got it. Thank you. Alright, so we are at the last one. And this is actually when I asked for help on the last one. Insane. Alright, guys. That's it. Love it. Look how beautiful it is. I'm so in love with this. Because it's not traditional. It is different. It is not pink. It is not red. It is delicious, even though I can't eat it. So cute. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to share with your friends and family members because Valentine's Day is around the corner. And make sure to comment. Let me know if you think you'll recreate this for Valentine's Day or for Galentine's Day with your girls. All right, guys. Until next time. Bye. Until next video. Bye.